You look disgusted.
He's always disgusted. He's looking at a crime scene.
I guess that shit probably would smell bad.
Pretty goofy looking face, if you ask me, pal.
Hey!
What are you doing carrying that around with you anyway? It's not like we ever need it or want it.
She has a point there.
Detective Gumshoe, I want you to tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bluard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh, whatever. The victim in the case doesn't really make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead.
Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning.
Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out?
Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victim. Hurry up and ask.
Can you tell us more about the victim?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is that anyway?
Well, the company that basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them.
I thought that was pretty obvious by the name.
Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during his kind of work.
Didn't mean to pull that up.
This picture of my face again.
Oh? And?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I love money. I can't get enough money.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet.
Anyway, looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already.
Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, and KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation took a nosedive.
So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh?
There we go. October 13th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight. Did they finish their interrogation? I've kept all these voices straight so far. Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right?
Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door.
It's probably when he dropped his wallet.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone?
And suddenly they bashed me over the head. Damn! Was it Cane Bola that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd died myself. Anyway, thought I should do something with the body. Why?
So that's why you put it in the safe.
Yes, that's right.
Technically, meddling with a crime scene is a crime in itself.
And it's like the most avoidable thing in the world. He could have just called the police, said, hey, I walked into the CEO's office and I got hit over the head. And then I wake up and there's a dead body of my boss.
I mean, it's
His
still
former boss who fired him.
Former boss was... Yeah, but he has a wound on his head. They're going to be able to see he has blunt force trauma.
Yeah, but still.
I don't know. I think it'd be avoidable. I used to be the chief in one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
You'd very well say, like, the boss hit him over the head and then he got mad and swung back and killed him.
I mean, that's to be
I don't know that you
self-defense.
should lie.
Well, you say that's what the cops would think.
Oh, okay.
But even then, that's self-defense. If someone swings on you, you swing back.
I guess.
Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight sounds like a murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
I already did.
Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master Mast?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? It's literally earlier today in the story.
Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one myself. Here I am, the tragic clown!
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole the urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
So the person dressed up as Master Mast in this photo.
It's gotta be Detective Atme. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How'd you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Dazzy, please! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone. Yet? Oh, thank goodness. No, I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal. A thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why'd you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least, that's what I thought anyway.
So you became Master Mask for Desiree? Huh?
Phoenix just hates French names.
Wow, that's cool. I am really into that stuff. Oh yeah? It's one of our most valuable treasures. If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lordly Taylor to check out the whole treasures of the Q-Rain exhibit. Okay. Promise me you won't steal anything else or murder anyone else. Don't worry. You'd be going when I'm not on the job as Mask the Mask.
Well, that's reassuring.
Can you ask him about the badge thing that fell off?
What do you think about this?
I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just that thing, the thing, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
Okay, but why is his missing on his costume if he supposedly wasn't Mask the Mask?
This list, we found it in the CEO, in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard.
Hey! It's a list of all the things Mask the Mask stole!
And that's the value of each item next to them. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should at least be 3 times higher than that.
I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard.
Why is Phoenix so convinced that it's not possible that he at all was a thief? Maybe he's not the thief, but he was a thief, probably. That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. Makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does buzzer have something to do with this case?
Well, at this point, I don't really know yet.
Yes, you do, Phoenix.
After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter.
Were you supposed to go straight from talking to Gumshoe to talking to Delight? The buzzer went off just once around the time Mr. Bullard was killed. Oh, that's scary.
Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't.
Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore?
What about the article? Hey! This is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Mask to Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask to Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into the security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow! Awesome! Hey! Phoenix, hold my phone! The guard in this photo! Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Did you drop my phone, Phoenix?
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pearls could see through that in a heartbeat.
But as you might expect, the detective at me found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Detective Adme found the Mask to Mask disguise. That's interesting.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. That's a little creepy.
So,
Imagining that he's like,
You could take it to like his office or something. Why would you take it home?
his office is his home.
He needs to separate work and life.
so that's it. That's when Adme got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, eh? Yeah, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters!
You got them when? Tell me more, now!
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location.
So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yeah, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it." So someone found out about your true identity just like that. And it's not as easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal.
Is that right? Wait, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up?
Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about me being worried, you know.
Phoenix just like harbors on the strangest things. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown, or a painting, or some other rare treasure. They showed me security, blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist was you? Was it you? Which are you saying? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was Master after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail.
All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. And I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Could you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So when you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, the truth is, I've never even seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you've told me the truth?
Yeah, please don't tell Dazzy, okay?
Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yeah? Please don't hurt me.
Mr. Chain Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. Which is the most suspicious thing you could do. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I get that one. I guess so. You're clever, Ron Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey! Pearly!
I'm back!
Hey, Pearly! So, what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick! I took it back to Coelacanth Village to have it examined!
And? What'd you find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn!
Whew! That's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches? They said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Everyone could have figured that out.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
Please don't forget about me. And don't hurt me. Yes, now you have the urn.
Do you know how they got there?
That's strange. What is? Up until now, Master Mask's gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want in the world?
You make it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft.
Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. He should be wasting so much gas money running around this town trying to talk to all these people.
Oh wait, I had to do it.
I think actually Phoenix rides a bike. He would be burning his legs.
He have like a sidecar on it or something that's Maya sits in, and pearls sometimes.
Maya also rides a bike, and Pearl rides on the back.
Oh, Pearl! How nice to see you!
Everybody's smoking. Hello there!
Haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was just having this urn examined.
Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, look around one more time, Nick. Really, you have to look at the paint again.
This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box the sacred urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too.
It's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn, don't you think, Nick?
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
All right, let's investigate again, Nick.
Looks like... Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's all nice.
Let me click on the sign.
I think you should just look at the big paint spill. I don't know.
Press L to slide.
It feels like we're running through a whole show to get Miss Andrews to talk.
It looks like, to me, it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left of it is shaped oddly, like it was from a box that was sitting next to it. And it's pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is...
That's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. It matches.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear now. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn.
I think you probably use the Magatama now. Throws it back at her face.
Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
I'm just confused. Are Phoenix and them supposed to actually be confused with this extremely obvious scenarios in this room?
Miss Andrews won't just spill the beans, so they gotta spell it out for her.
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to the Turain village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how.
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again.
Did you say again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing happened again. And quite recently, too.
Recently? You say that the urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Picture, probably, I guess. Unless it's paint, I don't know.
This poster. It was made recently, right?
Poster? The poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
I am? What does it even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. I wasn't there, I mean.
That was a mistake now. Tell me the truth.
Wait.
For...
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people in the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
It looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclock so easily.
Do you have any proof that the urn was breaking here at Lordly Taylor?
Which one would do the paint splotches of this? I guess it'd be the urn probably. Well, Miss Andrews.
What is this supposed to mean?
This urn has 3 pretty little pink paint splotches on it.
Tongue twister.
And there's some on the bots of the urn that's stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So, what does that prove?
That the urn was dropped along with the bots. That's when both got the paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
The rest of the story is obvious. The box was dropped right here in Lordly Taylor's basement warehouse. If I could prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too.
So can you prove that? Can you prove that the box was dropped here in the basement warehouse? The paint on the floor!
I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's a pink paint splot on the floor and the walls of the basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted on the part of the paint stain. Am I right?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression of the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. That was like trying to break like a child's lie or something. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. And when I tripped on the paint can, I lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed into the ground. Crash! I heard a terrible crash noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. What? How would you open it that way? The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right there in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Kurain Village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to the me. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said me.
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn in the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came in here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, it's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Ami Faye statue? Aha! The first time we came down here, it was on the night of the sacred urn was stole.
But, Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the wall or the floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized the statue wouldn't be perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved, and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well then, who was it? Who would have done it? And why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was clearly closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Rhonda Light, was at KB Security. So then why did another masked mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance.
To be continued. Next time on Attorney Trials and Tribulations.